Sex is a beautiful thing.
I know, right?
Sex lowers your blood pressure.
Sex lowers your blood pressure.
Yes, it does.
What makes it healthy?
For every round of sex, you burn 250 calories. Sex is the best stress reducer ever, but for the male and the female gender, yes.
Right there.
We begin 2024 with our first episode of Moans and Cuddles, and today we're discussing the health benefits of sex. I believe it's a subject you'll be interested in because, as usual, should I say, apart from children, I believe everyone else is having sex, and we want to look at the health benefits. And today I have with me the beautiful, ever-blooming sex and family therapist, Princessa
Agree?
Agri.
Yes.
Princessa Agri is my guest today on the Moans and Cuddles. Welcome, Princessa.
Thank you, darling.
And my name remains Patricia Roxanne Hammond. The health benefits of sex. Please educate us, because I know sex is one difficult topic to talk about, because I believe it's all because of our upbringing. It's something we hardly talk about, but it's something that when we start discussing it, talking about the benefit, talking about the do's and don'ts, it's going to help a lot of homes. For those believing God for pregnancy and families, those going through trauma, and you know it all. Please help us.
Thank
The
you
health
for having
benefits of
me.
sex. So we'll have to do both the men and then the women.
Okay, I think I would just maybe put them a little bit in a box and then I'll start separating
Sure.
them. Sex is a beautiful thing,
I know, right?
especially in the confines of marriage. Yes, because why I say it's a beautiful thing in the confines of marriage, because you won't have to be thinking too many things. What are we? Who are we? Who are us? You know, after the whole thing. But the beautiful thing of sex is that it comes with its own benefits. It's not just for us to multiply and replenish the earth
Okay.
and blow it off to 9 billion people if we are not already up to 9 billion. But it's also very, very healthy to have sex.
What makes it healthy?
First and foremost, sex lowers your blood pressure.
Sex lowers your blood pressure.
Yes, it does, because when you have sex and then you have sweet sex, not forceful sex, please, which is rape, you have sex with your partner or your spouse, then you get to orgasm. Do you know what it does? It releases a lot of oxytocin and dopamine into your system that if your blood pressure was skyrocketing, it will just bring it down, because you have all these happiness hormones being released into you. And
That
it
is after
lowers-
sex.
Yes, and then it lowers your blood pressure.
Did you hear that? Sex lowers blood pressure.
Yes, and it also helps in combating heart disease. Like, yes, because imagine you're having a tight artery. Your heart is going to pump twice the time to pump more blood into your body, because your genitals need blood to function, especially when you are aroused. Is blood going very quickly from your heart down to your genitals.
Okay.
So it's going to expand your blood vessels and pump blood. So you see, it reduces the risk of heart disease. That's another benefit of having sex. That's another health benefit of having sex. And it also boosts your immune system. It does boost your immune system.
So it lowers blood pressure. It helps with cardiovascular diseases. And then it boosts your immune system. So you
Yes,
don't have
it
to
does.
rely on the vitamins.
Do you know what sex does?
Tell me.
For every round of sex, you burn 250 calories. Yes.
Okay. For both the men and the women.
Both the men and the women. And
Because
then-
it's mostly, let's say it's sometimes 60% the men in action.
if I feel sex should be mutual.
Okay.
You don't just have to let it be for you alone. But you have to put the woman into the mood. You have to depend on foreplay. You have to boost her sexiness even before the main thing. I think that's where men get it wrong a lot of times.
Okay.
You will not mind the woman throughout the day. And then in the night, you want to have something very wet and sweet down there. You won't have it. You're going to have a cranky woman when you just come. Your mind is your biggest sex organ. Sex happens in the mind.
Yeah.
First. If it doesn't work in the mind, the other part is just for show, right? So if you want to make this woman very relaxed, both of you are off maybe minding your own businesses that you came to do. You send, hello, hi, sexy, how are you? I can't believe I married such a beautiful woman. Maybe if she has lovely lips like you do, your husband can say, oh, you have beautiful lips. I can't wait to kiss it. Hey, she will apply the lip gloss or the lipstick more, you know, or I can't just wait to touch the softness of your body. You telling a woman that alone will boost her self-esteem.
And it sends the message right there.
Yes. And she's ready. And she'll be like, really? My skin is soft. Maybe she was thinking her skin was dry and stuff. My husband says my skin is soft. And then you find out that she comes back home, she goes into the bathroom, she scrubs, she applies a lotion. Oh, yeah, I have a soft skin.
Yeah.
She'll be making her own TV advert in front of the mirror. That's another health benefit. You've boosted someone's self-esteem. The same thing with the man too. The woman sends him compliments. God, you're the best thing that has ever happened to me. I just can't wait to ride you. And for the men, if they read that, they might have instant erection. So yeah, because of how they are
Sending
wired.
the positive compliments
Yes.
and all that. Even if it's not true, at least try and create something
And then you
just
see
to
him,
make the person.
his shoulder pads
Yeah.
will go high. In his head, he'll be singing, I'm walking on sunshine. Oh. You
That's
know?
nice.
And then you compliment the man, you compliment him and say, oh, I can't wait for you to kiss me. You kiss me so good. I tell you, he will go, if he's in the office, he will go buy a toothbrush to brush his teeth before he comes home. So that he could kiss you from the door. Or he's going to throw mints into his mouth to kiss you from the door.
And I believe that ranks in the mind the whole day, like wanting to get home to meet your partner.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's it. And then other health benefit of sex is especially during menses. I know a lot of us, we shy away from menstrual sex. No, we've heard it's unclean, it's dirty. Come on. Menses is not dirty. Menses is your life force.
You know, there's this thing like okay, so I'm still going to list what you mentioned. Healthy sex lowers blood pressure. Healthy sex helps with cardiovascular diseases. Healthy sex boosts your immune system. And the fourth one is healthy sex. The pressure, period pains.
Yes.
It helps with period pains.
Yes, with period pains.
But with the periods, it helps with the cramps. Whilst you are in your flow. Because I'm wondering, you're in pain, the blood is flowing, you wet the whole place with blood, like sting the whole place with blood. How does it help? I'm looking at the whole scenario. Yeah.
Okay, this is it. If both of you are comfortable with each other, I will recommend having period sex under the shower. If you're scared of seeing blood.
Having period sex under the shower.
Yes.
So whilst you're having sex, the shower must be on
Yes.
to be washing away the blood.
Yes.
Okay.
You have that. And then another thing again is that if you really want to enjoy period sex, don't have it on the first and the second day. It should be on the third and the fourth day.
Okay.
That's why you enjoy it. Because when you take your bath, the period won't come.
It doesn't
down
come immediately. Yeah.
And then you could have sex and it will
Reduce
the cramps
Okay.
that you have. And man, you have free lubrication there. And some women actually get pregnant during those times because most of them, their body, some women are ovulating while they're seeing their period.
Okay, so the ovulation doesn't happen
yes.
the 14th day
Then
prior to the period.
Yes.
Whilst you're in the period, that is when No, or maybe ovulation happens few days to the period.
Few days to just like maybe a day after the period, or it's just coming down a day after. So most of the time I've had cases where the people didn't have a child for some years, but when they tried period sex, they got pregnant, and they got to find out that they have to have sex during the third and the fourth day of seeing their menses, of their flow.
Yeah.
That was when they got pregnant. So
it's also okay. So
I know if some people were like, no, go ask your medical professionals.
Yeah.
Yes, they will tell you.
Because I'm hearing this for the first time.
Oh, it does.
Period sex can help you conceive quickly if you're believing like for so many years and there's nothing happening.
So try period sex.
Try period sex if you're believing to conceive and nothing is happening. So just try period sex according to Madam Princessa Agri. She's a family and a sex therapist. I'm enjoying this conversation.
Me too. I don't get tired talking about sex.
I told you. See, it's what you don't get tired.
I don't get tired talking about sex. I don't get tired. Another health benefit of sex is that when we talk about health benefit of sex, please, both of you have to be STI, STD free. Right? If not, you'll just be exchanging.
Reinfecting each other.
Yes, doubling each other's viral load.
Yeah.
No, you're infecting each other. So the thing is, both of you have to be healthy sexually to have it. And then, health benefit of sex is this: it gives you beautiful skin.
That is why we normally say women are glowing after sex.
Of course. You have good orgasms, you just be glowing. Your collagen is released into your system. Don't you know that? Haven't you maybe messed up? Maybe when you were in secondary school, you have this teacher that was married and she was the crankiest of them all. What do you students used to say then?
She's having a lot of sex.
No, she's not having sex. That's why she's cranky.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the teachers are married, maybe.
And then others will even say, I think this woman needs sex.
Yes.
When she gets someone to lay her, she will come back to normal. And the days you see her all smiley all over the place, something happened last night.
Yes. So another health benefit of sex is that it helps with your skin. It makes you glow.
What about the man?
The same thing with the man. The same thing with the men.
Okay, it's mostly with the women that we say, oh, you're glowing.
Look at the man. If a man is having good sex, I can tell.
Oh, okay.
I can tell when a man is having good sex. I can tell. It shows in their skin. It shows in the spring of their walk. It shows in the way they smile.
Does lots of sex make you put on
weight?
Yes.
No, it
makes you gain weight, or it
only make you gain weight in your hips. If you're a lady, that's when it will be visible. And for the ladies, maybe if you don't have money to go to the gym, or you're lazy about the gym, your man is your gym. Please get on the gym machine. And
so is it that you have to rather be on top?
Yes, you have to be on top and practice your squats.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it helps. It helps when you have sex, like maybe you have sex like 5 times a week.
5 times?
Didn't you see that man that said men should have sex 21 times a month? So come on, Trisha.
5 times? Okay, 5 times a week.
Okay, let's say 3 times a week.
It's possible. I thought of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but anyway.
No, let's put it to 3 times a week. Sunday morning sex is very, very interesting. Of course. Leave first service for single people. Service for single people. You that is married. Sunday morning sex. You know, the children tend to sleep longer on Sunday morning.
Yes.
When the man erection is there, you could climb it. And then if your wife is just sleeping butt naked, and then you run your hand under there, you see it's dripping wet. It's always dripping wet in the mornings. And then, come on, Sunday morning is a fellowship. Sex is a devotion, I will always say.
Okay. We'll have to go on break. Sex is a devotion. Early Sunday morning sex.
On SMS.
For short, SMS. I believe you enjoyed this conversation. And today is okay, let me just leave the day out. But just have that in mind. If you didn't hear anything, know that Sunday sex is SMS is also very important. Sex makes you glow, both the men and the women. Sex helps you with cardiovascular diseases. Healthy sex boosts your immune system and then lowers blood pressure. We'll be right back after this break. It's still Moans Cuddles here on Ghanaweb TV with me, Patricia Roxanne Hammond. Today we're discussing the health benefits of sex. And my guest has been Madame Princessa Agri. She's a family and sex therapist. Before we went on break, she told me about the fact that healthy sex helps lowers blood pressure. That's high blood pressure. It helps with your cardiovascular diseases. Period pains also helps reduce the cramps. And those who are believing to conceive and there is nothing happening, you should try having sex in between periods because it helps a lot. And in as much as it will help you conceive quickly, it can also reduce the cramps you're going through. Yeah. And it's good to compliment. You need to compliment your partner. Before you initiate anything, try and then compliment your partner. Like say nice things to them before you start, because that alone releases a lot of happiness hormones, as she said. It releases lots of happiness hormones. And then it makes the women glow and makes the men also glow. It gives you beautiful skin. We are continuing the conversation, and I believe you are getting educated and enjoying it. Health benefits of sex.
Yes. The
So
way
we
you look at me,
continue.
the way you look at me like, how benefit of sex? Okay, so what do you have in your box?
I want to know all because it's something we hardly talk about.
Okay, if someone is having insomnia or sleep disorders,
It happens a lot.
a good sex helps you sleep.
Okay.
Yes, and make sure it's not just sex. Get to orgasms. You will sleep off. Yes.
Orgasm for the woman and then ejaculation for the man.
Men too have orgasms. There's a difference between orgasms and ejaculation.
Tell
Most
me.
most men think they've had orgasms, but what they've had is ejaculation.
So what happens when they have orgasm? How does it?
If they have orgasms, sometimes they might not ejaculate, but they go through
There's
the
this satisfaction
experience. They
within.
go through this experience. Man, toe coiling orgasms from the crown of their head down to their feet. They could feel that sensations all over their body. Yes.
Without ejaculating.
Yes,
I
without
thought because they make it look like ejaculation is like the helm of everything.
No, ejaculation is not the helm of everything. Like in my master classes, I show men how they could have full body orgasms. Yes, most women just have clitoral orgasms,
Yeah.
but they don't have the full body orgasms. So
Can we dissect this? I want to understand like the orgasm for the male and then the female, like the full body orgasm. What is that?
a male can have orgasms once, and then it's okay. But a woman can keep having orgasms even after the sex.
Okay.
Yes. So if orgasms, I don't know how orgasms is experienced. There's this knowing, that, there's this satisfaction in you. You feel it. This neurotransmitters are being released into your body that I know some neurotransmitters are released when you're being touched, when you have sex talk, or when you're being kissed and stuff. But the main neurotransmitters is like just opening a nuclear head and then it goes. It's when you have full body orgasms. So when you have full body orgasms, you will sleep off, like sleep. If you, the woman, you don't want to get out of bed, even if your baby's crying. You just find out that you sleep, and when you wake up, you feel very, very relaxed. For the male and the female, so it helps if you're having sleep disorders. Maybe you are trying to catch up on. Doomsaw is spoiling your to-do lists, and then trying to catch up.
Yeah, but this doomsaw is bringing a lot of heat.
Yeah.
and discomfort, like you can't sleep well, you are sweating. How does that help? Like,
I will advise nobody should have sex during this heat, because when you have sex, you generate heat.
when there is doom saw in quotes, when there is power outage, there should be power outage for the body as well.
Yes.
No sex.
No sex, please. The weather is too hot. Just imagine the sweat.
Yeah.
Come on. You're sweating already. Oh, they should have. Come on. This light is our right. They should release it. And then another thing, the health benefit of sex is that it helps if you're going through anxiety and depression. That's why the Bible will say that it's not good.
Be anxious for nothing.
Yes, it's not good for a man to be alone. Because when those anxiety comes, when those depression comes, at least you have someone you talk to, and then you will end up having sex. It brings it down.
It brings it down. Oh, okay.
Yes, it does brings it down. And then if you're stressed, super stressed at work, at your business place and stuff, just maybe you come back home and then your husband say, babe, how was your day? And then, you know, we women would like to explain from when the traffic lights, they go. And he's like, okay, no problems, just sit down, have some water, have some food. And then maybe he runs your bath water for you. And then both of you, you know, when you're married for long, you could actually enjoy each other's poop smell. And then you are just having a discussion in the bathroom, and then he walks into the shower while you're bathing. Look, let me just scrub your back. You know, if men say, let me scrub your back or massage your back. It always ends. It always ends.
You don't have your free. You don't just have the massage and go. Something must.
Oh, there must be an entry. So just imagine you're stressed, and then all this happen, and then you have some good sex. It reduces the stress. But I think the men have it better.
Yeah.
Yes, the men, they do have it better. Like, they calm the wife, and then you just have the stress, the sex. Their stress level goes from 100 to 0.
Yeah.
Yes. So most times, women don't understand when their husband wants to have sex with them, when they're super stressed in the office. It's kind of a mechanism in men that tells them sex reduces stress. The men know. So
and immediately they have sex with their partners.
Yes,
they just sleep off.
They sleep off.
And then you realize the woman is awake, wondering, but why are you
He
asleep?
was reducing stress. The stress he was going through, he can't tell you. He can't tell you right now. It was just that sex was going to, like his medicine, like something was going to calm him down. Yes. I think sex is the best stress reducer ever. But for the male and the female gender, yes, it is. It is. It reduces stress a lot. Try it. I'm telling you, try.
Please take note. Sex is the best stress reliever. In case you're stressed, I think it should just be for married people, Wana.
For married people, though, because if you're married, don't say, "Oh, Sessa said we should have sex." Please, marry. When you marry, you have the license to
have sex
anywhere, but not in public places, please.
Oh, obviously.
Decorum.
Morning, afternoon, evening, anytime. When you're stressed, you know your partner is at home. Oh, so what happens to those whose partners are out of town?
That is why I don't advise that couples should be far apart for a long time. Maybe because of work or something. People should create a time when one person can visit the other at least twice in a year.
Okay.
But keep your communication lines open. That's the most important thing. The communications lines should be open, because without mutual communication, without constant communication, sex is a no-no.
Okay. So we've spoken about stress reliever. We've spoken about depression and anxiety. We've spoken about I'm just enjoying the conversation, you know. So it's relieves stress. Good sex relieves you of the stress for both the male and then the female.
It helps with sleep.
It helps with sleep. It helps with the pain. I think that was what we spoke about in the first segment. Yeah, let's continue. I'm getting so interested.
Oh, Patricia. Oh, if we want to talk about sex, we'll leave here. We won't leave here.
I'm so interested.
Do you know sex also boosts your creativity?
sex boosts creativity.
Yes, it does.
I know women will love to sing after sex. You don't know where the song comes from, but something just within, you just start singing, and it's mostly Thanksgiving songs.
You're having it good, so why wouldn't you sing? If you're not having good sex, you won't sing.
Okay.
So it's
As you said, it releases the happiness
yes
hormones within.
within you, and then it also boosts your creativity. You find that let me say you're a creative person. Check immediately you have sex. All the ideas they start coming. Yes, they do. They start coming. You tend to like, light bulb moment. Then you get up to put those things into work, or you put them into writing and stuff. You found that you could do this thing. It goes down and boosts your creativity if you're a creative person.
So this goes out to all the creative graphic designers out there and other creative departments. Good sex brings a lot of ideas. Like you're sitting down, you are asking, like, how do I put this together?
That's what sometimes
I
would tell couples to if your husband or your wife have a private office, sometimes surprise them with office sex.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, leave the bedroom.
Be creative.
Be creative, because
Spontaneous, anywhere, everywhere.
If the bedroom
apart from
should,
public, yeah.
Yeah. If the bedroom should have lips, they will tell people, guys, get out of here. Some people haven't had sex. Some people haven't had sex apart from their bedrooms.
Yeah.
But they have other rooms. They have the kitchen, they have the living room, they have the dining, they have the laundry room, they have the balcony. Imagine having sex on your balcony under the full moon. Yes.
That is when everybody's asleep.
Yes, of course. If you have children, send them to their grandparents, please. and
make it a sex day.
Yeah, have a sex date.
Yeah.
If you're having problems, some people say, oh, but Cesar, the sex doesn't come. Schedule sex. Schedule sex. Said, okay, you and your husband have a date night, or go out on a date to plan your sex life. Said, okay, for the month of April we are going in. How are we going to improve on our sex lives? Okay, Monday, Tuesday, look for a day when you both are free. Okay, maybe on Friday, right? We'll have a sex date. Start from Thursday to plan the Friday. Start sending each other maybe little gifts. You come back home with little gift for tomorrow. We're having a sex date, and maybe if you're the man, you could give her money to go get her nails done, her hair done, or maybe get waxed. Or both of you could actually plan having waxing together or pedicure.
So we'll talk about that in our next discussion.
So you see, if you don't have this sex date plans, most people would just say, anytime the sex come, no. When you plan it, you're going to benefit this healthy. You're going to have this healthy benefits all down, because if it's coming by heart, it's not interesting.
Wow. I think little is thought about when it comes to sex, because it's all about the satisfaction and everybody goes their way. Others is just for the procreation and we go away, but we hardly pay attention to its health benefit. And that is very, very important. I'm glad we had this conversation, and I wish to have you on set again for another one where we get to now take it individual, like the male, what are you supposed to do, and then the female, what are you supposed to do to help with the sex, to make it more healthier and more enjoyable. Yeah. I'm glad you made it today.
Thank you so much.
My guest has been Madam Princessa Agui. She is a family and a sex therapist, and the show has been Moans Cuddles. We discuss the health benefits of sex. We'll be coming your way next week with a part 2 of this conversation. I believe you enjoyed it. My name is Patricia Roxanne Hammond. Until then, stay blessed.
Ah.